Hi everyone, this is Ari Fleeman, Web Presented, and today we are going to talk through the Opportunity module. So a lot of our system deals with previous data or already invoiced data, sales history, and as well as account information. But for forecasting or potential sales, we have a module that is our Opportunity module. And this Opportunity module is there to track your sales process. So this is not really used for your normal sales, a customer that has bought a product previously and wants to continue buying that product, or they place a standard order. This is really supposed to be tracking your sales process of either moving a brand new customer or potential customer through the process of getting them to be a realized customer and creating an order, or a opportunity with a current customer where they're looking at buying a different branch or a different category of products that they previously did not order. Just like all of our other modules, the Opportunity module can be found by clicking at the top banner up here, or if I'm in a specific account, I can get to it from the Add New, and likewise, if I am in a contact, I can do the exact same thing. The advantage to doing it from either the account or contact is that it will auto-fill some information for you. Now, I did mention previously that an opportunity can be created for a potential customer, one that has not bought previously. Again, there are two ways you can do that. You can do that from the account page by creating the account first. And if you have any questions about that, you can see our account webinar. Or I can just simply start an opportunity from the Opportunity page and click the Add New Opportunity. You'll see here I have some options to create a title. So, we'll just call this WP Test. I'm going to add myself as the sales rep. And then here I can add a current account, so one that is already existing. Or you can see here that there is an Add New Prospect button. And if I click that, it opens up more fields for me to actually create the account and contact here in this page. So I'm going to call this, Ari's Test, 233 Test Street, Columbus, Ohio, 43419. And then I'm also going to add a contact that is RE Test F, and it's RE Test at WP.com. The advantage to that is that once I save this, not only will the opportunity be created, but the account and contact will already be created as well. The one thing I do want to add before you do save it is that you must add a sales potential. This does not have to be very accurate, but is more of just a general understanding, especially at the very early stages of an opportunity, that I believe this could be worth some amount of dollars. So I will say that this is worth $1,000, and that our margin is going to be $200. And I will hit save. And now my opportunity is saved. So as I start working on this opportunity, I want to start moving it through our sales process. So you can see that this is a raw lead. It's going to be the first stage. Not much has been done for it. No actions have been taken. But as I start to build a rapport with this customer and make contact with them and have some appointments and meetings with them, I can start to move through these stages. Now, these stages are completely customizable for you when you implement the Opportunity module. And you can also add information here as to what your reps should be doing to move them through these stages. The biggest thing with opportunities is this is a very activity-driven module, meaning that there needs to be activities like notes, tasks, and appointments to help you drive to the next parts of the opportunity. I have a raw lead. I need to do something. I need to take an action to move it to the contact made. You can see here, even the next step should be that a fact-finding call and a decision maker needs to be identified. Same thing with the raw lead. In order to get to the next steps, I need to capture contact information, which I already have down here. I need to make first communication, or it's recommended I make first communication, and I want to schedule an appointment. So let's say I do that. I call them. Maybe I put a note in here that I'm saying, Ari is the point of contact, is not happy with the quality of Blu-ray players he is currently getting from vendor 1234. And I'm just going to add that as a note. And you can see now my action plan is starting to build out. And this will continually grow as I start to build out activities and make different notes and comments. You'll see if I move it to stage 2 and hit save, that also is going to be created in my action plan. So it gives you a good list, almost like an activity feed, what is happening in the opportunity. You will see that a task has opened up in the right-hand pane. That is a configuration, so as part of the management of your opportunities, you can set workflows and automation to help your reps as they move through the next stages. I'm going to hit cancel just to get that out of the way. And for all intents and purposes, my opportunity is set, and again, I can start to work through it. That's at a individual opportunity level. But if I'm a sales rep and I come in, for the day and I'm checking in WPCRM and I want to see where my opportunities are, well, they're going to want to come to this pipelines tab. And what this tab is going to do is this is going to give them a really nice view, either as a funnel, a straight list of their current opportunities, or what we mostly recommend is the pipeline. So this gives them a very nice visual view of all of their opportunities and what different stages they're in. Now you'll see there's a lot of color on this page. That again is supposed to help drive your eyes to the different parts or to the different activities, the different opportunities that need action. Again, I mentioned earlier that the biggest part of this module is next actions and moving them through the steps. Well, we do that in a few different ways. You'll see here that next to the title of the opportunities, there's a little icon that is either an arrow or a plus sign. And some arrows are gray, some arrows are red, and some plus signs are red as well. Well, what that's drawing my eye to is that next action for this opportunity. If there is no next action scheduled, I'll have a red plus sign, which is supposed to draw my eye as a rep saying, oh, I need to add something to get this opportunity moving. You can also see it says no next action scheduled over here. If I do have a next action scheduled and it is kind of within a okay time frame, so it's not overdue, I'll have a gray arrow, meaning this one's fine for right now. I don't need to look at it quite yet. If my arrow has turned red, that means I had an action and that is actually overdue and I need to, again, take action. So red is supposed to help draw their eye to, oh, I need to take action on that. To make it easy for the reps, all of these are clickable. So if I do not have a next action or a next action is overdue, I can click on the icon and I can add an activity right from this screen to get the next action scheduled to move this through the pipeline. You also see that there's some colors underneath the opportunity as well. That is based on the recommended or preferred days that a opportunity should stay in each stage. So again, as administration and management of the pipeline, your administrators will be able to set that they believe your opportunity should only be in the quote sent stage for X amount of days, let's say 5 days. If the opportunity is in that stage for, let's say, 3 days, then this line is going to start to turn yellow, which means that it's getting close to being overdue in that stage, meaning you should have already had an activity set that's going to move through to the next stage. Once it turns red, that means that it has been past the recommended days and that you really should be moving this along further. So it's stalled out, for better lack of words. Again, to make it easier, we have updated the UI for the reps to make it very easy for them to move across the pipeline. So for our test opportunity, let's say I have made contact and I'm moving to the next stages, I can very simply just grab it and drag it to the next stage. And if there's any workflows, those will kick off. And what we've also done is that we have created these statuses. So these do look like stages, but you'll notice that if I grab the opportunity, I have these statuses at the bottom. I have, inactive, I have closed lost, and I have closed won. The reason these are separated from stages is that these are end statuses. There's no next action after these. So it wouldn't really fit within the stages of the pipeline because there's no next action needed. So that's why it's separated. You can display those, or I can close those and just have my stages open. But again, if I do want to move this, let's say I did win this opportunity, I can just very quickly move it down here to the closed one, and I get a little bit of a celebration saying great job, and now it is off my board. And that is the opportunity module. If you have any questions, please contact your administrator, and look forward to new videos in the future. Thanks.